Dear students, welcome to the online learning. Today we will learn about chapter number 3, that is playing with numbers. Today's topic will be problem solving on tests for divisibility by 2, 3 and 6. So let's begin with our today's learning. So children, what do you mean by divisibility? So here comes divisibility means after dividing, there will be no remainder left. Now, we'll learn about divisibility rule for all this number one by one. So, first of all, let us learn about divisibility by 2. So, here, any given number is said to be divisible by 2 if its last digit ends with even number, such as the last digit must end with 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. Now, let's learn about divisibility by 3. So, any given number is said to be divisible by 3 only when the sum of all its digits is divisible by 3. Now, let's come to the divisibility by 6. So, to check the divisibility by 6, we must check that the given number must be divisible by both 2 and 3. Then only it is said to be divisible by 6. We'll further learn about all these divisibilities in detail one by one. Now, let's learn in detail about the divisibility by 2. So, children, to check the divisibility by 2, we must check that the last digit of a given number should end by even numbers. Now, look at this example present on the screen. As we wish to divide this 18 by 2. So, you can see this 18 in its ones place, even number is present, so it will be easily divisible by 2. That means 2 goes into 18 9 times. So here you can see that we don't have any remainder left. In the same manner, when we have a number say 22 and when we check its divisibility by 2, so while seeing its ones place digit, that is 2, it will be easily divisible by 2 without leaving any remainder. Now, let's take another number as 21 and see its ones place digit, as it is not equals to 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. So, while seeing its divisibility by 2, we can see that it will not be completely divisible by 2. As such, it leaves remainder as 1. So, this is not divisible by 2. So, children, what we learnt regarding the divisibility by 2? That the number consists of even number as its last digit, like 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Then only the given number gets divisible by 2. As such, you can see here the examples, that is 24. So, the digit at its ones place is 4. So, here this number 24 will be divisible by 2. As such, when we talk about this another number, which is 3570. So, by seeing its ones place digit, as it is 0. So, it will be also divisible by 2. Now, let's recap that what we have learnt regarding the divisibility by 2. So, children, the given number is divisible by 2 only if it has any of the digits like 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 in its right digit or at its ones place. So here you can see one example. As such, we have taken a number, let's say it as 264. So it's divisible by 2 as it has 4 in its ones place digit. Now let's learn about the divisibility by 3 in detail. So to check the divisibility by 3, we must check that the sum of all its digits is divisible by 3. So let's say a number as 135. So while taking the sum of all its digit for a given number 135, we have obtained here 9, and we know that 3 goes into 9 3 times, means we can write that this 135 is divisible by 3 because the sum of its digit is divisible by 3. Let's understand about the divisibility by 3 by taking help of one more example. Let's say that number as 375. So children, we don't have to divide this number directly by 3 to check its divisibility by 3, but we have to follow the rule what we have learnt regarding divisibility by 3. We will take all the digits of this given number. So you can see here the first digit it is 3, whereas its second digit is 7 and its third digit is 5. So when we add all its digit, we have got 15. Now this sum of all its digit is being divided by 3 to check whether this given number is divisible by 3 or no. So we can see that this 15 is divisible by 3, as this 15 comes in table of 3 5 times. Now let's recap that what we have learnt regarding divisibility by 3. So here any number is said to be divisible by 3 if the sum of its digit is divisible by 3. So see here, as we have taken a number 264. So first we have taken the sum of all its digits. So by taking the sum of all its digit, we have obtained 12, and you can see that this 12 is divisible by 3 as 12 comes in a table of 3 4 times. So we can write this given number is divisible by 3. Now let's learn about the divisibility by 6 in detail. So children, a number is said to be divisible by 6 if it is divisible by both 2 and 3. Now look at this example present on the screen to learn about divisibility by 6. So first of all, we have a number, let's say it as 114. So first of all, we will check its divisibility by 2. So to check its divisibility by 2, what we do? We always refer to its ones place digit. So here we can see in this number 114 we have the ones place digit as 4, and this is a even number. So we can write that this number is divisible by 2. Now for the same number we will check the divisibility by 3. So what we do to check the divisibility by 3? We used to add all its digit. Okay, so while adding all its digit, we have got a sum is equals to 6, and we know that 6 comes in a table of 3 by reading the table of 3 2 times. So we can say that this given number 114 is also divisible by 3. So we can say that this given number is divisible by 6 as it is divisible by both 2 and 3. So children, let us learn more about this divisibility by 6 by taking another example as 375. So in the same manner, we will first of all check its divisibility by 2. So while checking the divisibility by 2, we can see here that the last digit, that means the ones place digit for this given number is 5, which is not an even number. So this is not divisible by 2. Now when we move to check the divisibility by 3 for the same number, what we do? We have learned to take the sum of all its digits. So while taking the sum of all its digit, that means we will take 3 and then we will take next digit 7 as well as the last digit 5, and when we will take all its sum, we have obtained 15. And we know this, that 15 comes in a table of 3, that too reading the table of 3 5 times. So we can see here that this number is divisible by 3. But to check the divisibility by 6, we must see that the given number should be divisible by both 2 as well as by 3. So here you can see that this given number is divisible only by 3. So we can write it as, hence 375 is not divisible by 6. So children, what we learnt regarding the divisibility test by 6? That the given number should be divisible by 2 by checking its ones place digit. If it is even, then only it is divisible by 2, and then also checking its divisibility by 3 by taking the sum of all its digit, and then at the last we'll see that if it is divisible by both 2 as well as by 3, then it is said to be divisible by 6. Now let's move on to the exercise question given in textbook page number 57. So here comes your question number 3, where you have to check the divisibility tests. Determine which of the following numbers are divisible by 6. So here your first question is 297144. So for this number we have to determine whether it is divisible by 6 or no using divisibility test. So children, what we have learned just now, that we will apply it here. So first of all, for this given number we will see its ones place digit. So here at its ones place digit we have 4. So we will say that this number is divisible by 2. Now secondly, we check its divisibility by 3. Okay, so to check its divisibility by 3, what we will do? We will add all the digits of this given number. So while adding all its digit, what we have obtained? We have obtained 27. So we can see here that this number is divisible by 2 as well as by 3. So we can write this, 27 is divisible by 3. So the given number is also divisible by 3. At the last, we can state that the number is divisible by both 2 and 3. So it will be divisible by 6 also. Now let's take another number from the same exercise, that is 1258. So again, first of all, we will check its divisibility by 2. So here as its last digit, that is the ones place digit, is 8. So it will be written as that it is divisible by 2. Now when we check its divisibility by 3, we will take all its sum of its given digit. So here while taking all its digit from the given number, we have obtained a sum is equals to 16. So we can write it as, this 16 is not divisible by 3. So this complete number will not be divisible by 3. Now as such, we have seen that this given number is getting divisible by 2 but not by 3. So last statement we will write it as, hence the number is not divisible by both 2 and 3. So it is not divisible by 6 also. Now let's say another number as 4335. So again we will see its ones place digit. You can see here its ones place digit is 5. So we can write it directly that it is not divisible by 2. Then next step, that we have to check its divisibility by 3. So for such purpose we have to take the sum of all its digit. So while taking the sum of all its digit, we have taken its digit separately and then we have taken its sum. So we have obtained 15 and we know that this 15 comes in a table of 3. So we can write that 15 is divisible by 3. So this given number is also divisible by 3. Now in the same manner, the last statement, it depends whether this given number is divisible by 2 as well as by 3 or not. So you can see that this given number, it was not divisible by 2 but it was divisible by 3. So last statement we have written it as the number is not divisible by 2 but it was divisible by 3, means it is not divisible by both 2 and 3. So it is not divisible by 6 also. To have the divisibility by 6, the given number should be divisible by both 2 as well as by 3 also, then only it gets divisible by 6. Now let's move on to the another question from the same exercise, from question number 1, that is 61,233. So here also you can see that its last digit is 3. So this is also not divisible by 2. Now to check its divisibility by 3, we have taken all its digits sum. So while taking the sum of all its digit, we have obtained 15. So we can write that 15 is divisible by 3, so the given number will be divisible by 3. But as such we know we are checking the divisibility by 6. So for that purpose the given number must be separately divisible by 2 as well as by 3 also. So here while doing so, you can see here this number is not divisible by 2 but it is divisible by 3. So hence our final statement will be written as like the number is not divisible by both 2 and 3, so it is not divisible by 6 also. Now here comes next question from the same exercise, that so in the same manner you will again proceed. You will check the divisibility by 2 by seeing its last digit and then you will write the statement likewise. Again for the divisibility by 3 we will check by taking the sum of all its digit and again we will write the statement, and we can see that this given number is divisible by 2 but not by 3. Hence the final statement will be written as like that the number is not divisible by both 2 and 3. So this given number is not divisible by 6 also. Now come to the question number 5. Here we need to write the smallest digit and the greatest digit in the blank given. So to see that the number formed is divisible by 3. So children, the question is, first we have blank and then the next digit as 6, 7, 2, 4. So to check the divisibility by 3, what we do? We must get the sum of all its digit first of all. So for such purpose, what we will do, as such we know the smallest digit always it will be 0. So while placing 0, you will see that we will get 19. When we place 0 here in place of this blank, so we will get 0 plus 6 plus 7 plus 2 plus 4. So that will give us sum is equals to 19, and we know that 19 does not comes in a table of 3. So in the same manner, when we look for the another digit, we will place 2. Okay, we will place 2 so that this number becomes divisible by 3. As such, if you put 1 here in this blank space, so you will find that again when we have placed 0 we got 19, when we will place 1 we will get 20. So in the next case also you will find that 20 is not divisible by 3. So again we have taken a digit as 2, and when we have added this 2 with 19 we have obtained 21, and we know that 21 is divisible by 3. As such, this comes in a table of 3 7 times. So we will write the smallest digit is 2, as when we have placed this digit 2, we have obtained a number that is 21 and it is a multiple of 3. Now same way, when we look to get the greatest digit, you will see that we have from the number 0 to 9, we have greatest digit as 9. So when we put 9 here in the blank space, and as such we know the sum of other digit is 19. So when we add 9 with 19, we will get 28, and we know 28 does not comes in a table of 3. So what we will do, we will take another digit as 8, and when we are placing this 8 in a blank space given with this the sum of other digits, then we have obtained the sum as equals to 27, and we know this 27 comes in a table of 3. Fine. So we have obtained the smallest digit as 2 as well as the greatest digit is equals to 8. So here comes your home assignment, that you need to solve question number 3, F, G, H, I and J, as well as question number 5, B of exercise 3.3 given in textbook page number 57. So children, I hope whatever you have learned today you have understood properly. So try solving all the solved question in your notebook along with the home assignment. Thank you.